Video podcast creators often create podcast teasers to advertise their podcasts. However, creating podcast teasers is laborious and time-consuming. To facilitate this process, we developed PodReels, an AI-powered interactive tool to assist video podcasters in creating teasers. We base our design on formative interviews with 5 creators. From these interviews, we found that podcasters need a tool that helps them select parts of the podcast, refine them, add transition effects and music effects, and adjust aspect ratios and captions in order to spread on different platforms. In the first page, the user imports a video and specifies the length, speakers, and style of the teaser. In this example, the user wants a 30-second teaser that includes the guest and host and has an informational style. Additionally, if the user wants to highlight particular content, they can input relevant keywords. We use GPT to automatically suggest some keywords. In this example, the user types therapy. Then they click on the next button, and PodReels will automatically suggest clips for the teaser. In the review stage, the user is able to review each clip by its speakers, keywords, and script preview to decide which clip they want to include in their teaser. To further help the user make the choice among clips, our system computes and presents the liveliness score of the audio to reflect how lively and vibrant the speaker's sound is. In the refine stage, the user views all sentences that are part of the clip they chose. They can remove some of the sentences or adjust their order. In formative studies, we learned that the users often want to add additional context from surrounding dialogue. To support doing this quickly, PodReels suggests appropriate sentences before and after the selected clip. In addition, users can also search for specific sentences they want to include. After refining the content of the teaser, the user can polish it by adding transition effects. The system automatically detects jump cuts between speakers and allows users to add the reaction shot.
Maybe you should talk to someone is a little bit of a nod toward trying to say to a friend, well, maybe you should talk to someone. And I mean in an honest way, in a way that is going to be helpful. And we need
Or camera zoom in effect.
Toward trying to say to a friend, well, maybe you should talk to someone. And I mean in an honest way, in a way that is going to be helpful. And we need to learn how to listen to one another. And I think
next, PodReels helps creators add background music to their teaser. The user first chooses the style of the music, and the system automatically suggests the sentence to emphasize. The user can adjust it further as needed.
I think, the title of the book, Maybe You Should Talk to Someone, is a little bit of a nod toward trying to say to a friend, well, maybe you should talk to someone. And I mean in an honest way, in a way that is going to be helpful. And we need to learn how to listen to one another. And I think that the reason that people are afraid of reaching out and going to therapy, because I think therapy can be very useful.
Last, users polish their teaser by selecting the aspect ratio and whether to include captions and branding logos. Once they are satisfied with the teaser, they can simply export it.
But if you think of anxiety itself, anxiety can trigger worry thinking. And that worry thinking leads us to feel like we're in control or to avoid that feeling of anxiety itself. And what that can do is then feed back and trigger that same habit loop the next time we have anxiety, because our brain has learned, next time you're anxious, you should worry about this.
Failure is part of the formula for success. So you learn, you make mistakes, you get better, you make more advanced mistakes, and then you get better. So that's the formula.
Yeah, I love that. And what I love about that approach is just fitness and working out and anything we do externally is so much more of an internal journey. Like it's like overcoming the inner critic, overcoming the inner judgment, being able to be kind to ourselves, being able to be compassionate to ourselves, being able to let things go and know when to work harder and when to pull back.